Oh good, writing's been invented. Now we can finally start keeping historical records. As you can see, I'm over 50 turns into the game, but you'll just have to take my word on everything that happened up till now, because there's no historical records of it. For example, I am looting the land surrounding this city owned by the Zhou over here. They started this conflict by raiding my farms over around this city over here. The settlement of Fengjing here had a population over 20, now they're down to 10. They've been starving ever since I've been raiding them. I fought a few battles against the Zhou. Funny thing is, this has all technically been without a declaration of war. Of course, the reason I don't want to declare war on them is because of these walls here surrounding this city. At the moment, I have archers, so I could penetrate these walls, but you see, there's a lot of people in here. Well, a lot of soldiers at least. There's not a lot of civilians, at least compared to what there once was. I will not really be able to win an assault against a walled city until I get down to the trebuchet. So for now, I am just going to loot and pillage. Oh yeah, also the Zhou did embargo me, so they totally deserve it. Ah, excellent. I've unlocked terracing. I was running out of space to build farms over here in Shanxi, my sort of imperial heartland. I think I've looted everything around Fengjing. I'm gonna go up here and loot around Chengzhou. Wild game down here, that will be an excellent source of food while that's the wrong production interface. While a settlement grows up around it. Spread out so we can despoil the province faster. Oh yeah, look at it burn, baby. Y'all picked the wrong kingdom to raid. They were at 18 population last turn, now they're down to 15. How are you doing? Down to 9. Yes, they are able to settle on this tile, and I am able to get the goats and the wild game. Don't have any farms down, and already we've got a 20% population growth rate. Stack revolted. Your stacks may revolt and join peasant rebel factions if more than half of them are militia. That's not even my rebels. I just had a peasant militia going down through here to try and explore down here. Funny thing is, that's after fighting for me and looting for me. They fought the rebels, they looted the province, they sent the loot back, and then they had a change of heart and joined the rebels. You know, the city up here is vulnerable without walls, so I'm going to try and assault it. We'll see how this works out for me. Settlement has fallen, you love to see it. Now I must decide what to do with that settlement. Someone burned down all the farmland, so the city can't sustain the population it has, so guess I gotta kill some of them.
We'll see to it that you never have to think about starving to death.
Guess I'll build walls around Qian down here now that it's a frontline city. Meanwhile, I'll send my troops down here to continue raiding because they've started building farms again and I don't want them to have that. They raided my farm, how dare they? The Dog Wrong are demanding that I pay for a non-aggression pact. I don't mind a non-aggression pact, but I'm not paying for it. I see you drive a hard bargain. How about I offer less for it? Art of the deal right there, ladies and gentlemen. And this will probably lead to a battle. Yep, this will be the biggest battle of the game so far. Ooh, they got chariots. I never really bothered researching chariots because they're kind of useless. Instead, I'm just going to use cavalry. So this game has apparently marketed itself as like Civilization meets Total War. And I do kind of see how you could say this is kind of Total War, because like you can watch the battles, but you can't actually really control your troops all that much. Before the battle you can like tell certain units to flank or to charge or to hold position or whatever. But I can't really like click on these guys and tell them to go attack these guys because they're the bigger threat. I'm supposed to have archers moving out of here. Why are you guys not joining the battle? We're not trying to seize the city, are we? Nope, fighting's over here. They are fighting. Where is this? Okay, maybe chariots aren't as useless as I was thinking. those guys were less incompetent and weren't like standing facing away from the enemy, they totally should have been able to take chariots in close quarters. Oh, now you engage. Still, these archers are ranged units. They should be able to outgun the chariots, so to speak. So they're focusing down this single chariot here and letting the enemy archers shoot at them from either flank. Hey, they finally got him. Okay, see, now this is bad, because my armies are here and here. They've got an army between here and my city. I guess it's time to recruit more troops here then. How's 2 units of noble archers and 4 units of peasant long spearmen sound for an army? You know what, I'll throw in a couple short spears too. Accidentally started building a palace here when I meant to start working on a palisade. I'd stop it if I would get any of my money back from that, but I won't, so I won't. You guys try and meet up over here. As we outnumber them greatly, we should win this battle. Let's converge on the army outside of Fengjing. 600 to 350. Knocked out 2 of their chariots, that's nice. What are these, archers? I'm guessing they're not going to let my spearmen close in and engage. But as long as they're running away, they're not shooting my men, and I'm good. Oh, they are engaging. So they're idiots. We win the day. Comet sighted. Only like 120 men died in that battle. Oh, but they retreated into my lands and burned my crops. I see how it is. Apparently that guy we shot was only taken prisoner. He didn't look taken prisoner to me. They're offering to ransom him back. How about instead of payment, peace agreement? 20-turn truce. No. War it is. It seems the desolation as a result of the escalation of hostilities has led to the rise of banditry in the area, and Chengzhou is about to revolt, so I'm about to lose the entire thing I declared this war for, because they're starving. Oh, there's bandits over here now, too. Yeah, I've been working these peasants pretty hard, and now that there's a food shortage in the city, they're downright revolting. There's walls on this city, so if it revolts, I'm not going to be able to get it back for a while. I get quite a bit of money from here, so if this city revolts, I will go into a deficit. I can research astronomy to prevent any adverse effects from a comet. I wish you could do this in Europa Universalis 4. Okay, good. We've got enough food production going on in the province that they're not about to revolt. Huh, I was wrong. I actually did research the chariot. Oh hey, I got enough money saved up to immediately enter the Warring States period, which will allow me to start researching the trebuchet instead of the heavy chariot. And I never used chariots, so this will be much more useful. Well, I should say I rarely use chariots, and the one time I used them, they were actually pretty good. Uh-oh, there's a Zhou army up here. Should send my army up there. Yep. They were moving into that city same time as I was. Come on, kill them as they pass through you. Got a few of them. Oh, right, yes, I've still got a prisoner of theirs. Prisoners... Execute, recruit. There. Now I've stolen your general and made him one of mine. Now I'll use him as a governor in Xianyang, which is on the verge of revolting. Okay, for real this time I'm going to build a wall around this city. And since I got a palace here, I can actually build barracks. The other 2 cities I've got palaces in, I don't have enough building slots to build a barracks, so I'll have to upgrade them to a city first. I don't like being at war, because it means I've got to maintain this, where's my ledgers? I've got to maintain this big, expensive army. If I could afford to not have an army... Well, I'm losing a lot to corruption, too. I gotta combat that. Okay, so central bureaucracy would have an upkeep cost per turn of 400 and would only save me 240 something per turn. Grand Commandant would cost me 80 and save me 44. So yeah, corruption is costing me a lot of money, but it would actually cost more to combat it, so for the moment, I'm going to issue the Gentlemen Ride Horses Edict, which means I will be able to recruit noble cavalry. And since peasant unrest here is pretty high, I think I'm going to disband the peasant units here and recruit noble cavalry. Of course, noble unrest is also pretty high here, but once the comet sighted and the enter the warring states period wears off, they should calm down. There's some enemy chariots here raiding my land. Let's see actually how well they stack up against cavalry. They just turned into axemen. You currently have no designated heir. Let's fix that. Let's see. My daughter. Women cannot be appointed as heirs. Well, I tried. Finally got over 2,000, and the settlement's up to over 40 population, so I can upgrade it to a city, which will allow me to build more buildings here, which I'm thinking will be right on time for me to start working on an artillery camp. I sent troops up north from Chengzhou because I suspected there might be a Zhou settlements up here, and I was right. I'm starving out the people of Fengjing. They're down to 6 pops, but they've still got a lot of soldiers. Which, I mean, it makes sense that the people with weapons would be the last people to starve in a situation like this, but it does mean that I can't really starve out the city. You'd think they would raise troops here, seeing my army closing in on the settlement. Stone throwing engines have been unlocked, and a city has been captured. That's a lot of loot to be taken. Settlement upgrade in bin. Now I can start working on artillery camp first, then barracks. Interesting offer. How about this, but without any of the money? What the heck, 30 is nothing. Why is my 28-year-old daughter married to someone who's a year younger than I am? My current wife's too old to get me another son, but I can't divorce her, so, whoops. You're the only one who's not, like, 30. Oh no, my, leader is dead. Oh, it wasn't my leader, it was the guy I just made Grand Commandant's cool. I guess for lack of better options, you're the new Grand Commandant's son-in-law. I've discovered a new city up here, but unfortunately this one has walls, so I won't be able to just snipe it. It does, however, have many farms I can loot. I've also discovered a new country down here, Chu. I'm pretty sure Chu was like the end boss to Qing's unification campaigns. Chu wants to know where my capital is. How much money are you willing to pay for that? Yeah, sure, I'll take information on the map. What does Han have going on over here with this road system? This doesn't make us friends, by the way. I'm going to continue raiding your land. The population of Fengjing has starved down to 4, and they're still not surrendering. Again, how much are you willing to pay? Because if it's more profitable to keep raiding you, then I'm not going to... Yeah, if you're not even counter-offering me an amount of money, nah, I'll just keep raiding you for all you're worth. I like how most of my income is just from looting. Uh-oh, they're not too happy with my looting. Indecisive battle. Buddy, I lost 14 men, they lost 1. That is a defeat. Ah, excellent. I've finished researching heavy catapults. Now I can create a trebuchet that will actually pierce the walls of this city. Drought in northern China. Oh, that is not good for my finances. Alright, now let's loot this city so we can get back into the black. The population of this city has starved down to 3. Alright, let's speed this up a little. And they've repulsed our assault. Oh boy, if this drought doesn't end soon, I'm gonna have a game-ending revolt on my hands. And I can't afford to hire troops to suppress the revolt because I have negative money. With a budget deficit, the game won't even allow me to levy nobles or militia. I wonder what would happen if all the civilians in the city just starved. Oh great, those are the 2 cities that have walls. Oh, this is perfect, they have no garrison. Go, assault the city. I'll be able to loot it. This is my budget deficit solved, guys. Oh boy, there's bandits over here. The revolt has spread. Good, that's more cities I can sack. There's no one in there, so as soon as we breach the walls, the settlement will fall. The rebellion has spread to my own capital. That's fine, there's no walls there. And there's no garrison there. You, go take it back. Loot to be taken, 1,200. We're making it out of bankruptcy with this one, boys. Income reduced due to unruly peasants. Maybe it would be profitable to centralize justice. No, that's just lowering my projected income even further. Okay, now you're willing to pay money for the Fraternal Harmony Pact, but 2? That, sir, is an insult. I shall raid you even more now. Yes, the Dogrong are wanting to re-up our non-aggression pact, but you see, I've been thinking lately, I might want to attack them. I'll see about re-upping it if they start acting aggressive towards me. Our treasury is negative and you are losing money each turn. Since you can't recruit new units if you have no money, your empire risks complete collapse. Oh right, yes, I captured a settlement over here. That's not that much, but it'll reduce my deficit. Let's see how my noble cavalry deals with these bandits. Man, most of my deficit is from building upkeep, and I think most of that is actually from my new capital, Bin. Internal buildings 350. Yeah, that's over half of my building upkeep is just this one city here. Yeah, this is a mistake I've made before of going to war too early before properly building up an economy. How much money can I make from this? 1,300. That brings me out of my deficit again. I shall take this brief period of being back in the black to mobilize as many militia and noblemen as I can. Now I'll just have to make sure my single catapult doesn't get destroyed, and I'll just use this massive army to like reconquer my way out of the budget deficit. They attacked me. How dare they? Perhaps I should have accepted their non-aggression pact offer. I raised a huge army in Xinjiang and they just rebelled. That's neat. Losing 1,200 a turn. Joe, how about peace? I'll give you back your prisoner. How's that sound? They want Chengzhou and 187 gold. I don't know why they're driving such a hard line in negotiations. They got the smallest population, fewest settlements, second smallest army after bandits. You know what? I just won't fight them. You know, no war, no peace. I'll go focus on the Dogrong over here. Earlier at the beginning of the video, we were in a de facto state of war without an official declaration. Now we'll be in a de facto state of peace without an official treaty. The Dogrong have come over to contest my crossing of the Wei River. Let's see how it works out for them. That wasn't a good battle for us. Oh dear, we are greatly outnumbered over here. Another battle at Qinyi? Do you think this is going to work out any better for you than the one you literally just lost? Oh man, we are slaughtering the Dogrong in these battles, putting them down like sick dogs. Alright, so I can't breach the walls on this settlement until my trebuchets get over here, so I think I'll use these armies I've got over here to focus on Xianyang. Oh, would you look at that, by moving 2 armies into their territory, we seem to have aggroed the peasant rebel army around here. Army defects to peasant. Bruh, no, that's so big. Why? And these guys did too. They're not even in rebel territory. Yeah, probably just gonna call it, unless this battle goes unrealistically well for me. Siege of Xianyang, clear defeat. Yeah. At this point, I am pretty far from dead, but I am also in an unrecoverable situation. I think my problem was I went to war too soon. Normally I like to build up my economy until turn like 100 before going to war. Thus ended the Qin Kingdom, overrun by peasant rebels and hopelessly bankrupt.